Okay.
But Top Gun took.
We're talking about Joseph Kosinski's Top Gun Maverick, starring Tom Cruise, Jennifer Connelly, and Miles Teller.
Nominations for
politics and money.
Nominations for this film: Best Achievement in Film Editing, Best Achievement in Music Written for a Motion Picture. What? Danger Zone?
I know, like
Serious?
No.
Seriously?
Danger
No,
Zone.
No. Original song. Oh no, that's the Lady Gaga one. It's the
that's
Lady
right,
Gaga one. Yeah.
Written for a motion picture.
I was about to slap you. What do you mean dangerous?
Best sound, best achievement in visual effects. That's pretty heavy. Best motion picture of the year and best adapted screenplay. Adapted. What was it before? Book?
Well, no, it's based on the original film. Their characters based on the original film.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think
what makes it adapted?
I don't think they want to define it as a sequel as much as
Adapted.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought adapted had to be like it was already published in an altered form.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no.
Well, regardless.
Do you want me to give the synopsis?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, synopsis. We're back at it with Maverick, the Top Gun from Top Gun. And
Just a lot older.
Yeah, just a bit
Fuck
older.
no, this fucker doesn't age. He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He's a bit older. For some reason, he didn't decide to improve his career path.
Stayed in the same rank.
He stayed, what is it, like...
A captain.
He stayed a captain just because he loves flying and he's a pro and he shows it.
I understand that.
Now there's a new threat to the world. So Maverick needs to come back in to the Top Gun program, but not to pilot, to teach the next set of Top Gun
Thundercats.
like cadets. Because it's a new threat, none like anybody's seen. It's a super dangerous mission, so he needs to come on in and train them because it's going to be really hard to hit.
And then for some reason in between they throw in a beach volleyball scene for...
Okay, also...
Because the first one had a...
The big tension is that...
No, this one's a football one. The first film was
volleyball.
This was football.
Oh my god. We'll talk about the football scene. But the big tension is also that Goose's son, who apparently Maverick throughout Goose's kind of career always tried to shoot him down, metaphorically, so that way he wouldn't be in the same position his dad was because, as the events of the first one, the dad died during a training and he didn't want that for his son.
And they find out that the recommendations have not...
Yeah, so that's the big kind of like story point that, he's trying to create a team, but there's also tension between Goose's son and
Miles Teller. Look, Miles Teller got into some heat recently.
Wow.
And that's why you haven't seen him in as many films. And I think this was his first thing back to kind of be like, okay, maybe things are okay. So he did great.
Yeah,
he did great as he does. This is Miles Teller.
Ratings.
Let's start with Austin.
Let's start with Austin.
Austin ratings.
5, dude.
You haven't seen this one either? I thought you saw this one.
Just the first one.
Oh, okay.
For those on audio, that's not Austin. That's the intern.
Get out of here, you scamp.
Austin.
Yeah, ratings.
Danger Zone.
It's because it's a hard one to rate as like an overall film or like for what it is.
Yeah, because it is a continuation.
You know what?
It's great for what it is, but as an overall film, I'd give it like an 8.5.
Really? Yeah, I was gonna go for an 8.2.
I rated off the first one.
But if it was like for what it is, what we call the dad films, an action film, it's fucking great. But as an overall film, I give it like an 8.5. Yeah.
Okay. 8.2, 8.5. What do you?
Me, I thought it was way better than the first one, so I'll give it a...
That's all I've been hearing.
Dude, it left it. Dude, 80s was horrible, dude.
It was cheesy. It was bad.
This one...
But you can watch it because, it'll give you enough
it'll give you a good
context
perspective
for what's going on.
For sure.
But just the aviation alone it's insane in this one. I'll give it a... I was entertained. This is an entertainment movie, so I'll give it a 9. A flat 9.
9? Okay.
It's entertaining.
Carlos?
It's entertaining.
I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I think it deserves an 8.
A big talking point on this film is that Tom Cruise just like made everybody into pilots, and then he flew his own jet. Yeah. Not his own, but he flew a fighter jet and performed a lot of the maneuvers. Fun kind of little side note. I was seeing trainings for what they do with pilots when they put them in that egg that spins around so they can experience G's. And a lot of people think like, oh, it's just so it like trains them to feel that. Part of it is that when you're feeling that much pressure on your chest, like the G's, and you're going from like, let's say if you're feeling like 0 pounds of pressure to like 200, 1,000 pounds on your chest, there's a certain breathing technique where you're not breathing like a normal person, because if you breathe like a normal person, your lungs are going to collapse and you're not going to be able to take in any air.
Isn't it just little by little?
Yeah, you take sips of air.
Yeah,
and then I think they call it like a hick technique, because you take little like, and that's all you're doing. You're taking little sips of air so that way you force it into your body. And the first thing I noticed is that when you see everybody else's like piloting scenes, they're like, oh, and when you see Tom Cruise's, he's doing the technique, and I was like, damn it, like that's crazy.
There was talks early on at some point that early on that he was gonna get a Best Actor nomination.
Nah, it's Tom Cruise. It's just Tom Cruise.
There was talks. There were talks about that.
It's this weird kind of like, I mean, as an actor, is the biggest achievement in being an actor, I mean, all this extra kind of like training and stuff for a certain skill. I mean, at that point, he's a good pilot, but is he a good actor, you know? Funny, also,
no, man. We talk about method. We talk about method a lot.
But is it method, or is it just he's a super athletic guy? Like, I mean, it's like when they get the basketball players.
I think you got to give credit where it's due. I mean, I think like him doing the stuff he does for Mission Impossible and for Top Gun.
Yeah, but isn't that a big controversy? Like, a lot of people don't want him to do the stunts.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You guys know the Matt Damon story, right?
Oh yeah, I told you about it. Right?
That's great.
Also, another thing is that they even talk about when he's in films, professional runners have looked at the way that Tom Cruise runs in films, and they've looked at his filmography and said that
I've seen it.
They've said like, we have to give credit where credit is due. He's genuinely getting really good as a runner. Like not even just
in every film.
Like when you look at like the first way he runs and he's all like there, they're like, no, his technique is like, oh yeah, that's what they teach us. Like he's just genuinely getting better as an athlete,
and
which is that thing. It's like,
but I'll just tell the quick story though, because that's great. That's great. Matt Damon tells a story
with a safety guy.
He's like,
I'm telling you this whole thing, right?
Yeah, so he like goes onto it. He's like, so I'm talking to Tom Cruise because he's doing the Mission Impossible. He's doing the side of the building thing. Like, how the hell did you do that? And he's like, oh man, I've been thinking about this sequence for like 10 years, right? I've been thinking about this shot. And then he says, he's like, so I'm talking to the safety guy. This is what I want to do. I want to climb this building, on this glass building on the side, and I'm going to wear these things. And the safety guy's like, you can't do that. It's too dangerous. He's like, so what did you do? He's like, so I get another safety guy. It's pretty great. It's pretty good story. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, the arts were good. I appreciated the story. Yeah, I thought the incorporation of what it's way less cheesy.
The football scene needed help.
Look, I think the aviation, the airplanes is the best part of this. The action
absolutely. Which is it has you have to give credit where it's due, right? That's the film.
Yeah,
right?
that's
the
where.
film. Yeah. The fact that, look, man, even just in terms of how technologically advanced we've gotten, the fact that they can mount fucking cameras to jets like this and make this look. This isn't green screen. You know what I mean? It's impressive.
It's all practical.
It's all practical. It's
By the way, there's a shot in the film where Miles Teller like throws his hands up to catch himself, like in the plane.
Oh yeah,
with Tom Cruise.
That's real.
That was real. That wasn't supposed to happen.
What about when he did the hip thrust? You know, when he did the famous meme. Is that a thing, or was that practical?
Come on, Delo, give us a hip thrust.
No, I mean, I
don't know. Look, beyond the art,
on a technical front.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sure it got nominated because it saved cinema.
And it's gonna win Best Sound.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna win Best Sound. I don't know, editing.
No.
Best Sound.
Nothing impressive.
Yeah, Best Sound.
I get why it got nominated, but not impressive.
It's not gonna win anything else. It's gonna win Best Sound. That's it.
Yeah. It was a good sequel.
Yeah, it was a good sequel. I don't have much to say about it after that. I mean, I think the arcs are good. The story arcs of Maverick and why he hasn't advanced, and the thing with Miles Teller's character, good arcs.
Do you want to talk about Val Kilmer real quick?
Oh man, that was touchy.
Which one?
Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah, Iceman. I was about
Ice, right? So Iceman. So he's retired. If you haven't noticed, he's stopped doing films. Quite a
throat
long.
Cancer right now.
He got throat cancer, and that's primarily why. And in this film, his entire dialogue is done by AI.
Did they CGI him, or he's good?
No,
right?
he's talking. He can move and stuff. But
I was thinking like he was missing something or something.
No, I thought that too. I thought I had heard a
Me
rumor
too.
or read something that it wasn't even him in the scene. They had CGI'd him into the scene.
Oh shit!
And I was like, no fucking way, right?
So it was
but that
him?
wasn't the case. That wasn't the case.
It was
It
him.
was his voice.
It was his voice that's entirely artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
So
would
it
have-
wasn't even like dubbed. It was AI, a computer making his voice, which is pretty impressive.
I thought it was so he did lip read the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought,
nothing will come out.
Yeah, correct,
no, I
correct,
knew that
correct,
part. Yeah.
And like him typing, obviously that's
Also,
what he does now.
that
It's
was-
like
that
typing
was
on the
a
computer
really-
so that he can
Damn, that
communicate.
hurts me, bro.
That was
Yeah.
a really elegant way to. Like,
It was an
insert-
elegant way to
Yeah.
like pass the torch and to kind of finish off that character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm probably gonna get shit for this. His character wasn't all that important in the first one.
No, but it was iconic.
It was the villain
it's
that
Iceman.
didn't
It's
matter.
the,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's
I get it.
iconic. But yeah.
But
Yeah, Top Gun.
yeah, Top Gun. Go check it out. It's a fun watch.
For some reason, it's called Maverick.
I will say this: it surprised me. It surprised how much I enjoyed it because I
Yeah.
hated the first one. And the other thing to say is Steven Spielberg in the press run did say he pointed at Tom Cruise and say, "You saved movie theaters. You saved movie theaters. That's massive
right
because
there,
it's
man.
true. Top Gun Maverick was one of the first films out post pandemic,
That
and
just
people
helped.
went to go watch it.
Yeah.
People
Fun
it
fact.
kept theaters open. So
Fun fact: when I was doing the car show, we were gonna do a team building activity, and they were saying, "Hey, let's all go watch Top Gun," because everybody was talking about it, and we're all film people, so we're hearing a lot of good reviews, and we're about to go watch it. Day before, got COVID. I never watched it, so that's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
I'll say this to your point. Yeah, watching the film, I was super surprised at how much I liked it because I thought it was just gonna be like, what? How is it getting Best Picture love?
yeah.
Like, how dare you?
it doesn't deserve it.
But
I can name 5 films that deserve Best Picture that this
The
could
Whale!
have taken this place.
Why aren't you here?
Well, I'd say Babylon. I'd say Blonde. I'd say
A Whale.
I
Yeah,
think
sure,
the
The
Whale
Whale.
was really well done.
Well, for this one,
over this one, yes.
Yeah.
Over this
yeah,
one.
yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm saying.
for sure.
you know.
I think the acting
And
was
Elvis.
great. I think Tom Cruise was, typical Tom Cruise. I think Miles Teller, I guess, was a little bit better. Jennifer Connelly, I just like looking at
The
her.
consensus, yeah. Even at her age, man, she's
Dude,
she's
she's
really
age.
attractive. She's really pretty.
Since we do have a little bit of time, what the hell was up with the football scene? What is this nonsense?
It's a nod to the first one. There's really no over
No, but
complication.
I hate
And
that.
didn't I hear that they had to reshoot it again? Because
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big no. Yeah,
you said that, right? You told us that he lost weight or something.
Yeah, so like they had finished, and then like a bunch.
He was
Miles Teller was like, "All right, fuck this," started eating junk and like gained a little bit of weight, and then Tom Cruise was like,
And
"So
like
we need to
I'm-
reshoot the beach."
Yeah,
scene,"
'cause he didn't like
and
it,
they
huh?
all had to get back in shape for it.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say about Top
Yeah,
Gun.
me neither.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's a fun watch.
We saved time on the podcast.
If you haven't seen the
No,
first one or
but-
the second one, don't watch the second one. The first one.
All right.
Yeah.